Barrel Surf Podcast.
Barrel Surf Podcast.
Barreled Surf Podcast.
Barrel Surf Podcast.
Barreled Surf Podcast.
Barrel Surf Podcast.
Barrel Surf Podcast.
Yeehaw!
2025. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk it? 25 years past the Millenium. Here we are, back in the Shedquarters for Barrel Surf Podcast. Namu here with you in Adzy's, let's face it, pretty bloody warm shed. Welcome to Barrel Surf Podcast. As usual, to my left, in his own shed. I'm not going to say welcome to your shed, but g'day, Adzy.
G'day, boys. Good to be back. New year, 2025. We're living in the future. Where the fuck are all the hoverboards? That's what I want
Where
to know.
are the hoverboards? As that Sentry said, where are the hoverboards?
Yeah, man. I saw Back to the Future 2 came on a couple of days ago, and I think that was set.
too.
That was set like 10 years ago, and they were getting around on hoverboards. I'm like, we've been ripped off, man. What's going on?
Fuck yes.
Not happy at all. And our other host, obviously, of the podcast is a man who is a little bit broken. He's a little bit jet lagged. He's a little bit sick, but he still went, nah, I'm going to make it here before I go out to work tomorrow. Welcome back, Tbone.
Glad to be here, mate. It's been a long time between drinks, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time between drinks. It sounds like you have not had too long between drinks at all on your European sojourn, my friend.
Yes, yeah, plenty of drinking. Yeah, I love it. I love the whole drinking culture over there. It's fucking awesome.
In the
In the
snow.
snow in Europe, is hard liquor is a bit of a choice there. is it?
Yeah. Thing is, you
It's
don't.
something with the temperature, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is, and you don't like. If I drank the same amount of liquor here, I'd be legless. There's something about the the cold just keeps you more sober.
And do you find the
altitude.
hangovers are less severe in the
No,
cold?
not at all. Fine.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Less severe.
I was surprised.
Yeah, because my missus always reckons that you don't seem to get as hungover in the snow.
No. Well,
temperature.
we didn't. Well, I mean, we drank a bottle of Jaeger for two of us.
Every day for lunch.
Après ski. Not even après ski, during ski. What's the word for during ski?
Jeez. I mean, I thought I started early, but people start drinking like 8 o'clock in the morning there.
Really?
Yeah. I
Fantastic.
was like, Jesus, Adzy'd be proud if I crack one right now.
Yeah. No, that's
Front of the
sensational.
tank, getting it on at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Just getting out on the slopes, half cut, and getting involved.
Well, it limbers you up, doesn't it? It just warms you
Yes.
up and it just makes you loose. And didn't help me though. I still stacked it. I was the biggest kook on the mountain, that's for sure.
So
Really?
you popped your snowboarding cherry, mate?
Oh, I popped it all right. Fuck, hurt myself.
Did you didn't knock yourself unconscious on New Year's morning on your first run?
No,
like
I
the old mate
didn't.
Philbo did that time.
No, I didn't, but I'm probably going to nominate myself for a Clive Palmer a bit later on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
had a pretty decent wipeout story. That involved a few other people.
Oh, you didn't
Oh no.
cut the legs off, did you?
T-Bone
mate.
just cannonballing, snowballing his big 6'2" frame down the kiddies run. Just,
No, exactly.
just little Sven and little Marco from
Ben and Greta are just
Just-
knocked over.
Little
getting
Hans and Gretel went fucking 5 for 6.
Papa, I'm going to go to kinder still because I got broken legs.
Oh, mate, I felt... Yeah, anyway, I'll go into more detail later.
Oh, there you go. So we are at the start of 2025. Obviously, it's been long. Like I said, been a long time between drinks in the shed here. But 2024 is
Fuck, where'd it go?
it went pretty quick. But it was a pretty interesting year in the surfing world. What do you reckon?
It was. Now, what I will say, someone had a crack at me for being anti-Brazilian, and I don't think I am, but I'll kick it off and say, thank fuck a Brazilian didn't win a world title.
Yeah, I'm anti-Brazilian, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not anti-Brazilian, by the way, but
Not on a personal level, but I
No.
definitely am on a surfing sporting level.
I think it's good for the sport that a Hawaiian won a world title. And it's just not any
Well, it's good for the
any
sport that the
Hawaiian,
best
is it?
surfer in the world won the world title.
Exactly.
You know, it's but yeah, speaking of anti-Brazilian, it's like the the Indians cracking the shits about the cricket and stuff. It's just a bit of banter.
It is a bit of banter. You just don't take it too seriously, do you?
So can you reveal who the anti-Tbone, anti-Brazilian?
Oh, no idea. No idea.
It's what online or something?
Yeah. No idea.
Oh, was it on?
He obviously
on
doesn't.
Surf
He
Day?
obviously doesn't know. He obviously doesn't know Ads Kennedy. It's like-
Yeah, fucking oath, mate. What's the point in just loving everyone in sport? Then how are you supposed to cheer for anyone? You got to have your
you
nemesis, don't you?
Got your faves in.
You do, mate. You do.
So yeah, shout out to old Surf Dad and current surf show, which is Tbone's one and true love. We know now. It's,
Mate, I'll make a 2-minute cameo and I'll get on there and just rip them an absolute new arsehole, the Brazilians, and take the heat off you if you like,
Oh,
Tbone.
mate, you'd be more than welcome.
as he on old Surf Dad, before you know it, he's hosting the fucking
Old surf plumber.
I'll be banned. I'll get him blacklisted from YouTube. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, that won't be hard.
All right,
So,
boys.
okay, well, you're saying highlights 2024 surfing. What about, I mean, I think you guys jumped to professional surfing, but what about your own personal highlights surfing for 2024? It was I had a pretty good year of waves, personally.
Well, you probably got more waves than us two, mate, put together. Geez, I have to think about that one. Fuck, highlights, hey? Jesus.
Well, I've got a highlight.
Yeah.
You know, as we all know, I'm just a comp surfer. I just do comps. I don't surf. Don't free surf. I had a really fun heat down at the down in front there, down in front of TB's place.
Yep.
And that little beachy that gets pretty heavy. And yelling up board riders over 45's final, and yeah, it was not the death-defying waves that you sometimes see at that break, but
You see most of the time there.
yeah, it's a couple of pretty heavy ones, and but generally pretty fun. And I was just stoked to be out there. There was 5 of us out there in the final, and had heaps of fun. It was really
pretty cool.
Nice conditions.
Nice one.
It is a bit of a highlight because it's usually any time it's half decent, it's always packed with
Yeah,
not just it's one of those breaks that's not just packed with surfers. It's packed with surfers who are really good, who are all
Really,
under the age
really
of 25, and they're all got quick reflexes, and
Yeah.
makes it pretty hard when you're battling against the rip there. So to get a nice little sunny day with not getting hassled out, I can see how that'd be a bit of a highlight.
No, that was late November, so that was a good one for me. Yeah, as you know, I didn't surf that much last year, so that was one that I remember.
Where'd you come in the rankings for the end of the year now, mate?
5th.
Fuck.
Out of 6.
Top final 5, mate. Well done.
Yeah, 5 out of 6, mate. No, there's I don't know, it's 20 odd or something.
20?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
probably
top
20th. Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, Tommy Trigwell, well deserved winner in the
Oh, did he?
over
good on-
45s.
good on you,
Yeah,
Tommy.
no surprises. He's an absolute ripper, Tommy. So well done. Yeah. What about Tbone? What have you got?
Mate, it's been so many. You know what? To be honest with you, last year I was injured a lot. To be honest, yeah, through my other sport.
Yep.
I had plenty of surfs, but I just can't think of anything that really stands out last year. I know one thing's for sure. I want to surf more in 25.
Okay. Well, you surf. I mean, you
I
do
surf.
work away for those
Yeah.
that don't know, but you do surf most days when you're back, and
Yeah.
your roster's only usually like 2 weeks on, 17 weeks off, so you get a fair bit of surfing.
Yeah, I do. Mate, there's been lots of little fun sessions in the southwest.
Nothing that's jumping out at you though.
Mate, I'm probably still a little bit.
Yeah, your fucking head's still in a bottle of cognac in the snow somewhere, isn't it?
my head's
Cognac in the coffee they have
No,
over there,
exactly. Yeah,
don't they? Get you warmed up in the morning.
yeah. I've still got Jägermeister rolling around in my back of my eyeballs, mate. So
Rolling around, mate.
yeah,
Yeah.
All right, Adzy says, hold my beer.
yeah. No,
I know you've had a couple of good highlights. and
Yeah, I've
I-
definitely had some good highlights, man. Had some really memorable days out at our local main break here on some big Westies. They were pretty special. Definitely a couple of them that I remember. And mate, I had one little run that I haven't even told you boys about because I was sworn to secrecy.
oh, okay.
And that was
I know this
that
what you're
was
going to talk about here.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention it, but I'll just say it was somewhere between Augusta and Esperance. Just a casual 900-kilometre stretch of coast there. And I got, I hunted something there and I just got lucky and had a sensational 3 days. Unbelievable.
I know the spot you're talking about.
I don't
because,
think you do.
No, I do because it was such a secret spot, but everyone was posting this photo.
What photo? There was no photos of me.
No, between Augusta and Esperance, not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might be talking about the Mystical Beachy.
No, it wasn't the Mystical Beachy?
Nah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
between Augusta and Esperance, mate.
I thought you were just trying to throw me off the scent.
No. It was a South Coaster.
Oh, okay.
But it was pretty special. And
Oh,
that was
nice.
definitely a highlight. It's a really hard one to get. And I got it really, really good. So I was pretty happy. I know, and I came back and I didn't even tell anyone that I'd even had waves at all. I just told everyone how it was cool to
Don't
hang out
worry,
with the family.
I'll delete this out so nobody knows.
No,
there's
that's
waves
right.
down
Well,
there.
mate, I haven't mentioned where it is, and no one knows what time of year it was or what the conditions were, so it doesn't really matter. And they're all the key elements that to get it, you need to know all these
Well,
things. So.
it's one of the most fickle areas of the whole country, really.
Yeah,
Surf-wise,
exactly.
isn't it? So,
So-
if you get that place on, good on you.
Yeah. So no, I had a good little, had a memorable session down there. That was a highlight for the year, mate. The spring beaches, the one that you are thinking about,
Yeah.
Tbone. That was. I actually found out the Aboriginal meaning behind that name.
Oh, okay.
Just recently, so that was cool because I remember we asked Zuva and he didn't know, and he said it was because it obviously ends in up.
Yeah.
He said it was the place of men's meeting or men's business.
Right.
And I was like, I like it. So next time that's got a bank, which is rare, I'm going to whoever's been on it, I'm like, mate, time for some men's business.
Yes.
Down at
Yeah,
that.
sorry, ladies.
Yeah,
Paddle in.
No, that was definitely a highlight as well. That was just that spring weather when the sun's starting to thaw out, the cold mornings, the flowers are out, and things are starting to go green, and that was definitely a highlight. And then autumn was pretty good too. Mate, to be fair, the end of the year went out with a bit of a bang up this way
Yeah,
as well.
ever.
Oh, I
Jeez.
heard. I saw.
December had some-
pumped, huh?
Had some absolute rippers.
Sick.
For, it should be summer. It's supposed to be southeast and
Yep.
small, and
Yep.
no, we had a couple of really powerful long period swells that came through in December and managed to make the most of them. So
Yeah.
it was
Even pretty through to the first couple of days in the year, a couple of
yeah,
one of the swells.
it started 2025. First day of the year was an absolute thumper as well. Sort of
Nice.
6 to 8 foot and really strong. So that was a good start to the year. I was a bit crook. I had a bit of the old Tbone cognac flu on
Did ya?
New Year's Day. I don't know where I got it over Christmas, but
yeah, okay.
I was sort of recovering, but I was a bit weak New Year's Day. But so I didn't go out New Year's Eve and went and did a Dawny at a reef
ya?
break down the
Jesus.
road. And mate, it was uncrowded. Obviously, being New Year's Day morning at 6 o'clock, there was only 3 of us out, and it was one of those swells where it's like building, real strong and just building and getting bigger and bigger and thicker, and had a good surf. But then, did the old air. I think I got caught inside by one and just let my guard down just that little bit and bailed out, swam under and came up a bit quick, trying to get my board back quickly because I was going to get another one on the head and caught the old board in the face off the leggy bungee
yes.
string and
Nice.
split me lip and a bit of claret at first thing in the morning. And then, paddled over the channel to a deeper peak and got a couple and then went down on a pretty good one and then copped a couple of 8-footers on their head. And by that stage, I was
Whoosh.
pretty
Lovely.
well fucked and just laying underwater with a fat lip and being a bit tired and weak and just got drifted towards the beach and thought, well, I think that's me for the start of the year. And
We'll call
just
it a
got washed
day.
in. We'll call it a day.
Ah.
So it was sort of a good start, but also sort of and last day of the year was quite solid as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I paddled out at a wave that's usually full of women and longboards and top knots, and mate, didn't even make it out. Got washed all the way down the coast and ended up 300 metres down the beach. And actually, there was some chick from Gracetown who was there before me. I was there pretty early in the morning, and she just paddled out by herself, empty lineup, on a maybe 7.6 single fin, and proceeded to get absolutely fucking flogged. And it was pretty entertaining. Got washed 300 metres down the point. Then she snapped her leggy.
Yeah.
And I was like, solid effort. She swam in, looked like I was watching, making sure she wasn't, in trouble, but she looked like she had it under control. And then she finally got in. It's not a very easy place to get in, a lot of rocks and barnacles. And then she got in and she just gave up the ghost and didn't even look for a board, just started walking back to the car park, defeated. And I ran down on the cliff and I could see it way down the end, just getting pounded in the rocks. And there was a couple of our Asian brethren who like to hit the spot for snails and abalones and whatever else they can rape off the rocks. And they were looking on with great entertainment. They couldn't speak much English, and as she's crawling over the rocks, I was telling them that she's good abalone.
She's an abalone.
Yeah, she's trying to get the abalone, and they were like, oh, that's a pretty crazy way
She's
to
just
get
seen the
abalone.
green lips and gone, nah, my board, I don't care about that.
Yeah, she just went for the
Fill my
abs,
bucket.
and I thought, well, if these guys follow her, I'm definitely going to be performing a rescue today. There's no doubt about that because they couldn't speak English and they were all geared up for abalone, but it was about a 3 metre swell. So I'm glad they didn't go out there. But, mate, she did trundle back down and got her board and it wasn't too bad. And she came back up and it was me and a few crusty locals all gave her the golf clap on the as the way back up. And she came in, she survived and we're like, good effort, love, going out by yourself and getting your ass handed to you and coming back up. And then I thought, I'll show her how it's done, and proceeded to do the same thing. So,
Mate, speaking
wasn't a great end to the year, but I'm blaming it on the flu. I had the spicy cough, I think.
mate, the T-bars the T-bar chairlift things?
Yeah.
It's funny, but like I was,
In the snow.
yeah, I couldn't do it.
Tbone couldn't do the T-bar.
No. And
Too much tease.
it's funny, like I watched my daughter Soph go, and I thought she'll just smash it. And I actually didn't know it was Soph, but from a distance, I saw this little girl just stack it on the T-bar, going up. And then I got closer, and that's Soph. So I had a bit of a laugh because we were watching all these bloopers on chairlifts.
yeah.
And Soph had another crack, and she fell off again. And I thought, okay. And the line's getting big, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then
the pressure's on.
And the pressure's on. And then I got the snowboard, and I sort of thought, how do you do this?
You got to do that 1 foot slide thing, don't you?
Was that on a pommer?
On a T-bar.
T-bar, yep.
And I sort of get ready, and I got the board, and I thought, this can't be too hard. I just grabbed it, put it under my legs, and it took a while for the slack to take up.
Oh, you got launched.
And I was sort of sitting back too far, and then I just got lifted and just got catapulted up over into this little ditch, and there's like a line of probably 40 kids just laughing. I was like,
Papa, look at this man.
I ended up walking back up. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, you walked back
I
up?
walked back up the mountain.
What the hell?
I mean, it wasn't a big, it was like a blue run. It wasn't a big one. I just thought, I can't do it.
Where was the jiu-jitsu leg lock T-bar
Mate,
that you
I-
put around the T-bar? Where were your skills?
I was under pressure.
Yeah, it's the pressure.
It is pressure.
Everyone
isn't
watching.
it?
I
Yeah.
did it a couple of times, and I thought, I can't do this. Someone's got to show me how to do this. But they just all keep quiet, and they just watch you fall. And
Yeah.
Once you get the hang of the T-bar, it's all right because you're on that angle. You just put one of the T-bars underneath you,
yeah,
and you just sort of go up sideways.
yeah.
But the pommers are the one that get you. They're like a T-bar, but instead of the bar, it's just like a disc.
That's what I
Like a flying fox thing, like the kids
yeah.
flying fox.
I was on the disc, that one, Nemo. Yeah,
That's radical. The pommer.
it's hard.
Yeah.
I just couldn't control the board. The board just went straight off into the side. But
A lot of the time, there's just like a couple of tracks, and if you get off that track, you just start going.
oh yeah. It's it was embarrassing, but I thought
Been there, done that.
yeah.
Oh, that's part of the whole snowboard
Yeah.
initiation, mate.
Oh.
Getting fucked up on pommers and T-bars.
Oh man.
Mate, there's a lot of very, very good snowboarders out there that will tell you stories of getting fucked up on those things.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, good. That's funny.
All right, well, what about highlights for for everyone else surfing, whether it be movies or general performances or the tour or any highlights for 2024 there, Tbone?
I think we'd have pretty similar highlights between the three of us. You'd have to say Nate Florence, and John Florence, the two brothers, pretty much dominated the year, haven't they?
Hey, I'm John Florence, and you're listening to Barreled Surf Podcast.
Both professionally and
In the media.
and yeah, Nate Florence doing his slab
No,
tour.
I thought you'd have a different highlight. Still got goat juice in your shoulder.
Go juice, yeah. Well, I'm coming to that one, but
A long time ago, though, wasn't it?
it was, yeah.
It's only 8 months ago.
I know. That was a highlight.
Still got the
100%.
goat stains on his
Yeah.
on his TO there.
But you'd have to say that those two brothers, even the third brother, but those two brothers just dominated the headlines in 2024, haven't they?
Stab surf of the year, first and second. for
Yeah.
John and Nate. What about you, Adzy?
Let's see. Yeah, probably. Jack Robbo going back to back at Margie's. That was pretty special. Obviously, I totally forgot about carrying the goat up. That was definitely a highlight for us all, wasn't
mate,
it? That's a
fuck
pretty big
yeah.
day. But that's all just Margies. What else, mate? Maybe
I mean, Jack
something that was
Robbo
pretty
winning
exciting
Margies
was
too.
seeing the emergence of that Erin Brooks chick. I found that pretty exciting when she went to Snapper. I think that was a QE.
Yeah.
And got that 10 and then went to Cloud Break and started ruffling feathers, and it was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. The chicks at Pipeline was definitely a highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems a while ago now. Just
Long time ago.
turn your mic the other way, mate. Just keep coming off.
Oh, yeah. That was a bit of a highlight. Low light was, probably seeing Jack Robbo at Trestle. No, my low light was actually definitely watching what I reckon Robbo getting stitched up for a gold medal at the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty hard to swallow. I felt like it was, I felt like he could have easily won that gold if that little priority switcheroo at the start of the heat of the final. That one day at the Olympics, that was a bit of a highlight when Gabby got that iconic photo and everyone was charging. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, it was.
Was that when Tatiana got the 10, or was that in the actual comp, the CT comp? Can't remember.
That was in the comp.
I think that was in the CT comp.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah. Mate, the Eddie running, that was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Stuff felt like it started off a bit slow this year, the Eddie, but it definitely built in the Arvo.
Jeez, Hawaii's pumping, isn't it?
Oh,
Right
it's been
now.
crazy. How are some of those Jaws clips from that day?
Jesus
man.
Christ.
I reckon there's one clip from that Eddie swell at Jaws when they're towing, and mate, I think it's the biggest, best Jaws I've ever seen a video of. Like the one guy, it's like the one goes, I think the first wave goes empty, and then someone tries to tow in on the second one, and he's so far out on the shoulder, and he sort of just is going along. He's this little dot, and it's like he just couldn't go fast enough, and he went too fast and just got pitched, and he was like nowhere near the critical part of the wave, and he just got splattered. And and the waves, mate, they looked like they were breaking deeper than normal.
Yeah.
And they just, mate, it looked like it was 100 foot.
Yeah, I know.
And it was just
Huge.
barreling all
like
the
a
way along.
cartoon,
I was
huh?
like,
It didn't look as windy.
it didn't look as windy
yeah.
as well that it normally does. And I was sort of spewing that the Eddie was running.
It was a tow
Because-
day, wasn't it? Was it? I didn't see many people paddle in.
No, I think they paddled in the morning and then it became tow. But in the afternoon, I was sort of spewing that like Kai Lenny and Billy Kemper and a few of those dudes weren't there because I was like, that's quite possibly the biggest looking Jaws I've seen. Not that I'm an expert, but just from that quick glimpse on the video, it looked
that was a pretty
absolutely
big swell.
insane. And
Yeah, it
it
was
didn't seem
nuts.
like there was that many people really getting stuck into it. It was, I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe there's a few clips that people are sitting on for edits or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. I know Surfline have had a couple of features on there. It's just fucking Looney Tunes.
It sounds like it's been a really good start to the winter over there in Hawaii.
Oh, the winter's been going over a month and it's been pumping pretty much all the time.
Let's just hope it continues for the Wazzle.
Well,
You know it's going to stop.
It's probably going to be one
The Huey backdoor shootouts on at the moment, that looked like it was big. And it's just been, mate, it's been 10 foot.
I know.
Or it's been between 10 and 100 foot for about a month. So that means it's all going to stop when the muzzle kicks off.
I know we're miles away and we'll probably do a net before the pipe, but if it's 10-foot pipe, who's going to win, men and women? Just an early prediction, quick one.
Jack Robbo.
It's 10 foot.
Jack Robbo for the men's.
Yep.
And is Sierra Kerr in?
No.
Yep. Oh, no. She's
No.
not.
Not on tour?
No, not yet. No.
She won't get a wild card for pipe either.
I'm going
Moana
to go.
Jones.
No, I don't reckon.
No.
I reckon someone's going to stitch her up this year. I reckon
I'll
Molly
go Aaron
Picknam.
Brooks.
You reckon?
Yeah, if it's
She
10.
won the Pipe Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah, she packed that
packed
huge
it,
closeout,
yeah.
didn't she?
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. Everyone's like, how's she going to go out there? And then just packs an absolute death
She's like
hit.
3 foot tall and just,
mate.
I mean, that wave was big regardless, but fuck, she's
Yeah,
so
it
It always
Packed
makes
it,
it look
yeah.
more spectacular if you're that small.
Have
Doesn't
you,
it?
have you seen some of the photos of her at Tahiti, Chopes? It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
She's riding huge waves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I think she can,
Crazy.
She packs. Yeah.
She's a mad person.
She's so
Mate.
young too.
We've said it before, but fucking Bethany Hamilton. I seen her pack a big one. It must have been a highlight reel this morning or something at the Hui backdoor shootout. And it's
Yeah.
just,
That's
I actually want to see more close-up footage of her paddling. Like,
That's incredible.
how's
how
she fucking doing it, mate? How's
don't
she
know.
actually catching the thing? I was thinking about it before, going, she's only got one arm, so if she paddles too much, she's going to go in a circle, right? So
She must use her leg as a bit
What,
of a
to
rudder.
paddle?
As a
Oh, as a
rudder.
rudder?
Well, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm just...
Well, I was thinking maybe, say if it's her right arm and she's trying to go on a left, maybe she angles her board to the left to start with, and as she paddles, she straightens up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking crazy, man.
But if you paddle with one
there's
arm,
nothing
you
else.
can... Whether she's pushing water left and right to get...
Yeah, but you're trying to
Don't you want
scratch
push
into
the
it.
water behind you.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be doing all these little adjustments. Mate, when I'm paddling for a 4.5 footer down my local reef break, I'm
I
like
know.
kicking and scratching and like it's nobody's business trying to get into it, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty
how-
impressive, isn't
You
it?
don't want to, like, you surely can't be doing little subtle variations of your hand to change your direction while trying to scratch into a 10-foot pipe bomb. It's so impressive. It gets
Oh, it
overlooked
is.
a lot, I
It
reckon.
does. It does.
Well, yeah,
There's
I mean,
nothing else
the
like
actual
it.
surfing is incredible and gutsy as fuck, but then
is.
how does she actually get into the wave?
Yeah,
It's amazing.
It is crazy.
Any other highlights for the year, Tbone?
Oh well, Jack Robbo and Ethan, two Aussies in the final five was really good. Yago Dora, I thought he had a really good year. Obviously, John Florence said that.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Brazilian fans.
Put that in your
T-Bone's-
pipe and smoke it. Yago Dora, he's
Oh,
probably.
Yago.
I think he's probably the most likable Brazilian on tour. Right? We've met him
I
once
think
or
we've got a
twice.
soft spot for him with the whole Jack Robbo connection. No
Yeah,
doubt about it.
exactly.
But he seems like a nice dude.
Yeah,
Here's one for your old surf dad, mate. I reckon one of my highlights was watching the Pupo brothers cry on the broadcast after they knocked each other out. That was pretty
That
fantastic.
was a bit rough, wasn't it? Well, they're back, aren't they? They're back.
They're both back, yeah.
Yeah.
And your mate, the one that you reckon sat out the back of Margs and was too scared to catch a wave. What's his name? The goofy footer. David. Yeah, David Silva.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's back on tour.
Is he?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Look forward to that one.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Look forward to seeing him out at 10-foot cloud break. Sure it'll be
Well, he's got to make the final five.
Oh,
doesn't he?
that's right.
10-foot cloud
Yeah.
break.
Yeah, so I've got a
Another-
highlight. I've got a highlight. and,
Yeah, what do you got?
It was, seeing you two guys sharing Kelly Slater up while I just sat behind with his board. Oh no, it's a low light.
Well, you tried to follow us carrying his board and the security guard cut you off and,
Yeah, it's like
hey, where you going?
more further up the stairs. There's more and more photographers between me and you guys. I'm like,
You
hey
mentioned it.
guys, wait up,
Kelly,
it's me,
Kelly,
it's Namu,
wait.
Kelly, wait up.
Do you wish he just didn't give his board back now? Just kept walking with it?
Yeah, you should have just turned around right at the bottom of the stairs and just gone straight to your car along the beach.
Mate, I'd need two of those to surf. I think it was tiny.
Yeah.
It would have it was like 16 litres or something. Fucking hell. It's the smallest boat I've ever seen.
5'7" or something.
Yeah. No, that was...
We also surfed with the goat out at Margie's. That was,
was
that was fun.
That
yeah.
was awesome.
That
Couple
was
of
a
hours.
highlight, yeah.
That was such a pleasant day as well, the conditions.
I haven't
came
been
in
in the
ha-
water with pro surfers for a long time, and the goat. Remember me and Namu's talked about this before. Just watching the goat just come down the line and just
Yeah.
laying these massive turns.
A whole nother level, isn't it?
Oh,
Barry's
I think also one of the highlights of that day was, for me, was Namu literally went all the way in. We're talking 300 metres off the shore, got up to the VIP area,
6 cans of coke.
smashed a
Oh,
beer
cheeky
in his
monkey.
weddy, and then just came back out.
Smashed a beer.
Oh no, that's
Three or four
impressive.
beers and then came back out.
Yeah.
That was good. It's like,
So I
where's
thought-
Namu going? He's paddled back out. He's like, where'd you go? And he's like, I just went up and had a beer at the VIP. And I'm like, nah, seriously, where'd you go? And he goes, yeah, no, I'm serious. That's where I went.
We actually had our first team surf, didn't we? We had a team shark eye surf. Remember we had all our shark eye
Yeah, that was good.
weddies on. We had a paddle out.
That was that
doesn't
day.
happen very often. We
So
should try
we
to
went
do
to the
more.
southern break and then we moved across to
Yeah.
the main part of the
Yeah.
wave. Yeah. All right.
It
What
was a
about
good year. It was a good year.
what about low lights, T-Bone? Got any low lights?
Low lights.
I've got two words for you. Chang and Daz. Changas.
Oh, Changas, yeah, that was pretty poor, wasn't it?
It's a fucking debacle.
Yeah, I mean, they need to do something about those locations on the Challenger, don't they, Namu?
Well, poor light, Chippo and all that.
Yeah.
You know, good solid wave surfers and yeah, no offense to my Brazilian brethren, but all those fucking QS warriors that surf little shitty beach breaks got through, didn't they?
No, that's right. That's right. Unfortunately, it's a different representation of what's on tour. Mate, that's what they got to sort out next.
They're surfing Sakarima and fucking this and that and little shitty beach breaks, and then the first event's pipeline. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of good Aussies, a lot of quality surfers that excel in quality ways. Just can't qualify. Even who's that young Brazilian guy? He was touted as a bit of a superstar, and he just
Matthias
Hurdy, and he just can't quite pull it together. And he's come close, I think, 3-4 times?
Yeah, he's made the semi-finals of maybe in the finals of a comp in Brazil. So he's obviously got the skills.
Jacob Wilcox, shout out to him. He actually did a little YouTube edit for the end of the year. Changa's, it's actually worth a watch if you haven't seen it. I know it's last year, but there's a good young group of Aussies travelling around, and it's hard work, like for how much they spend on travelling and for what they get paid, and then they don't even qualify for the CT. It's just a bit of a kick in the guts.
It'd be interesting to, the Stab Do That Surfs Get Paid series. It'd be interesting to see what someone like Chippo sits in terms of what he gets paid and how much he has to fork out, whether he's ahead or whatever. So I know at one point before he qualified, he was sort of working in the DHD factory, maybe, just doing a bit of help around there. So, yeah, it's a tough time.
It's probably. I think he even said on the beach when we interviewed him in Margaret River, I think it was like $40,000 a year on travel.
Yeah, right.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's pretty easy done. I mean, let's not talk about how much it has cost you to go to Europe. So imagine trying to
$40,000.
Well, luckily I didn't bring a snowboard coach with me.
Yeah, that's right. That costs more.
I needed one though.
Yeah.
That was another highlight for me as well, seeing Jake Paddo back with Snake Tails.
Yeah.
Always good to see.
Yeah, it is.
It's been a while since he did it prior to COVID, so it's good to see Snake Tails back on YouTubes.
And I guess another highlight, I mean, it's going to be more for 25. I mean, Trestles is gone as a Final 5 location.
Yeah, it's definitely a highlight,
And
losing that.
And they've introduced Cloud Break, which is good.
I've got a plan. Helping kids across the line.
Well, it's summertime in the southwest, and you know what that means, don't you, Adzy?
Means I'm reaching for the good old core range XPA Cheeky Monkey. Comes in about 4.8. A bit lighter for those hot summer afternoons and ever so refreshing. Love a good cold XPA.
Yeah, Cheeky Monkey.
Surfing dreams for all to share. Feel the love.
Tbone, I know that it's not necessarily winter, but I believe Forester Estate have come out with some incredible wines lately.
Mate, you can't go past the lifestyle range, but let's cut the chase and go straight to the Yelvertons. Treat your missus to a bottle of Yelverton Cabernet.
Or your husband.
Or your husband.
Or your non-binary member of the affections.
If you classify yourself as a wine bottle, guess what? You're in luck. Try a Yelverton. Just treat yourself.
It's a premium.
Premium Yelverton, yeah, Forester. All right.
Mate, I took a Yelverton with me to the trip.
Did ya?
Yeah. I actually got some good photos. I was going to send them to Riley, but it went down so nice. Fuck, it was good.
Good red and snow.
Cracked on the balcony in Switzerland, overlooking the snow and the mountains, and a bottle of Yelvy in my house.
Mate, I reckon redo the ad. That's the ad.
Well, I got it anyway. It's been recorded. We could just do that as the advert.
Impoverished heart, find a
I'll tell you what, the water is pretty warm in the west at the moment, but I am keeping my body protected with the Shark Eyes rash vest. What about you, Adzy?
Yeah, I've been protecting my nipples from the soft top surfboards.
Your nips.
Yeah, you don't want bleeding nips on your little Sunday outing to the beach, do you?
No, you don't.
So you get a Shark Eyes rash vest. They're they keep you pretty warm. They keep the wind off, and still refreshing for that nice summer Saturday afternoon surf.
That's the way. Yeah, go Shark Eyes. Look forward to seeing their new range coming out shortly. So keep an eye on that. And yeah, beautiful stuff by the Shedquarters crew. All right, 2025.
Fuck.
Let's have a look at it. I'm going to go through the qualifiers. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I just want to cut or qualify from each of you on these.
On the fresh qualifiers.
The fresh
Big
qualifiers.
league.
Well, not the fresh ones because there's heaps of re-qualifiers.
Yeah, either way, they're fresh for.
Just before you
They're
do that,
refresh.
Namu, so the cut line is now what? Is it still at Margs? Because there's been a
Cut
change,
lines at
hasn't it?
Margs, yeah. Event 7.
So it's event 7. So you're 7 events in. So you would have surfed pipe, the pool,
Portugal.
Peniche. What have we got?
El Salvador,
El Salvador.
Bells and Gold Coast
Okay, yeah. So they're the breaks.
before you get there. So, yeah. All right. So, Sammy Pupo, Tbone, qualify or cut?
Oh, he'll qualify. Based on those locations, he'll qualify.
Adzy,
Yep, qualify. He's pretty dynamic, pretty explosive.
qualify for me as well. Ingo Vea,
Cut.
Cut.
Sorry, Fabio.
cut. 3 from 3. Marco Mignot from France.
Don't know enough about him, so I'll just say cut.
Le cut.
I'm going to qualify. I reckon he's going to get up. This guy, can't believe he's still surfing even. Alejo Muniz.
Oh, jeez, I'm going to say qualify.
Qualify. Holy shit.
Depends if the waves are shitty all the way through. He'll use his strengths of groveling and heat tactics. But if there's good waves, there's no way he's making.
Well, you look at the locations, though. He's a
Poo stance. I reckon there's too much style in the criteria these days for him to have a fucking hope in hell.
that's true.
Cut. David Silva.
He's a cut.
cut.
Cut. All right, Miggy Pupo.
Ooh,
I'm going to say, jeez, I'm going to say,
Former WCT winner, of course, at Tiopu.
yeah, I'm going to say cut.
no, I reckon he'll make it. I think the salty tears that he dropped on the steps at Margaret River will still be tasting that fresh in his upper lip as it drips through his little Brazilian mustache into his mouth.
Imagine if those salty tears come back again this year.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Oh, the
wouldn't it?
salty Margaret River
it'd be great.
tears.
Yeah. It'd be and if his brother cuts him again, that'd be even better. It'd be fucking unreal.
Mate, it'll
Love
be
it.
just a fucking waterfall of Brazilian salty tears.
Yeah.
All right.
But I think he'll make it. I think he'll be scarred by that
probably
experience on the
right.
steps, and he surfs pretty fucking.
He's
good.
I'm going to qualify as well.
He's experienced enough. Yeah.
Joel Vaughan is Australian qualifier.
I reckon he'll qualify.
Nah, too young.
Too young.
You'll get cut. The young guys, mate, they struggle.
Yeah.
He's not a big muscly guy either. You need a bit more weight on the CT, especially if there's a few chunky waves around. And even if they're not that chunky, the musclier guys with the big quads and the glutes are throwing more spray on their turns, and
You look at El Salvador, you look at Snapper, and you look at Bells.
Yeah, I know. Oh, mate, Bells especially, you need big, heavy-footed, big spray. If you're not, Joel Vaughan, he doesn't look like a big guy, right?
Mate,
I don't know how big he is, but I feel like he's got a bit of a grom build still.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
I mean, he's only a little dude, but he's got all the tricks.
Yeah, tricks don't win your bells, though.
Yeah, maybe not Bells, and I'm thinking Snapper and El Salvador.
Yeah, maybe. Even still on El Salvador, like, especially if they get light winds, heavy-footed dudes, that spray's just going that bit higher, isn't it?
But he goes to the air. Like you seen some of the airs he launches.
Yep.
He goes huge.
I mean, I hope he goes good. He's a young Aussie. I'm all for him.
Yeah, I know.
I just find that those guys that can look real dynamic on the changers, especially the young guys, once they get in the big leagues, they just look a bit young still. Sometimes.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's such a grind to make it. So if you can make the CT, I mean, you're no slouch in surfing heats. So.
I think cut, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. I'll say qualify.
Okay.
Qualifier cut. I reckon qualifier. I reckon he's going to be one of those ones like, what's our ladder man?
Ladder man?
Callum Robson.
Oh, Robbo.
I'm gonna be like Robbo. I reckon he'll survive the first year, and then who knows from there.
Yeah, okay.
Next one, another Australian, George Pitar.
I reckon he'll qualify.
Yeah, I got him for qualifier. He surfs big.
Qualified too. He's a big
Doesn't
big
look
fella.
Like, he doesn't look like that Grom. That's the big difference.
I didn't actually expect him to do well at Marks, but he semi-final, didn't he?
Did, and he had that really good performance at Bells where he almost stitched up Ewing.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
mate,
Yeah.
if you can almost beat someone like Ewing, and some say he even won that heat.
Yeah.
If you're doing that out there, then
Yep.
you belong.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that. I reckon qualify as
I don't know
well.
what he's like in massive left pits, Chopu or Pipe or something. I can't really remember, but well, he wasn't there, was he? Because he's had wild cards. And
I think
Yeah.
I've seen some footage of him going big time because he's Victorian, isn't he?
no, he grew up in some freaking island somewhere, Vanuatu or something.
Oh,
weird
did he?
like that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Some shallow coral reef breaks there, but
there's
maybe
a
not
little
too
bit of
big.
that going on.
Next surfer on the CT that qualified last year. Fucking lo and behold, it's a Brazilian, Edgard Grogia.
I'm going to say cut.
Yeah, but no, cut. Yeah.
Cut. 3 cuts there. Last qualifier on the CT for the gentleman, Jackson Bunch, Hawaiian.
Phew. I reckon he'll get cut. He's a good surfer, but I reckon he'll just...
Yeah,
Yeah.
You never know with the Hawaiians. They can just bring out a really big performance sometimes.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's almost like looking at Indo professional surfers. They come from where the waves are that good. Maybe their grovel game isn't up to scratch,
Quite there.
or it might just they might not be able to summon it when they need to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go cut there, unless
I'm a cut too. So 3 cuts. 3 cuts for Jackson Bunch. Okay, we have some ladies as well. We all know most of these crew. Let's start with the 5th qualifier, Vahine Fierro.
is Chopo before the cut.
No,
No.
but Pipeline is obviously.
She's such a specialist. I haven't seen her enough in just regular high-performance waves.
Cutter qualifier.
I will say she'll qualify based on a good performance at Pipe.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. I'm going to go qualify, and Adzy is going to go. Remember, that's a extended cut line for the ladies too.
It
this
is
year.
too.
No, cut.
Cut.
Pipe is not Tahiti. One's incredibly perfect. The other one's shifty and dangerous.
Shifting dangerous.
But they're both big tubes.
Doesn't matter, mate. How many hours has she put out learning that? You got to learn the lineup at Pipe. It's not like everyone says I haven't surfed either, but just going on all the comments from people in the past, how incredibly perfect Tahiti is.
It kind of
doesn't-
breaks in 2 places, whereas Pipe will break anywhere. on the
True,
reef.
true. But
I don't.
no doubt she'll have someone like Shane Dorian telling her where to sit.
Yeah,
And
you
she's
can
also
tell them everything you want, but when you're out there by yourself and there's 8-foot peaks unloading everywhere, I don't know.
Oh, it's going to be hard for all the...
Sure, she's got the.
It's hard for everyone, right?
Yeah, it's hard for
Yeah.
everyone, but and I'm sure she's got the ovaries for it. But
Oh, she's got the ovaries.
yeah, but it's mate, it's just hard. It's hard.
You don't rate it?
She's got the chesticles.
Well, it's not that I don't rate her. I just don't know that much, and I just don't think that because she's a Tahitian specialist that you're automatically going to be sick at Pipe. Like it, Pipe's just such a different beast. So I'm just going to say cut because even if she does okay at Pipe, mate, she's still got to come up against the absolute
hopefully she'll-
veterans and specialists of competing, not just surfing.
Yeah, all right. So we
don't know what
we
it-
got 2 qualifiers and a cut.
Yeah.
I think we're all agreed on this one. Aaron Brooks,
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
fuck, she'll
qualify.
Might even win a world title.
it would seem that way.
Yeah, she could go straight to the top 5 and potentially, we've seen how she barrel rides on a forehand. She could
Did she
go.
win Cloud Break last year?
Yeah, yeah.
What's that?
Did she win Cloud Break?
Yeah.
No, she won Shiapu. Cloud Break wasn't on the tour.
Yeah, she won Cloud Break. It was the last comp of the
fucking-
year.
Oh, it was on the tour. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah. My
won
apologies.
Cloud. She
My
What was it?
mistake.
It was on the tour, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was on the tour and she won it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she won it. Yeah,
It was pretty small.
She was a wild card, but
she was. Yeah,
yeah,
But
she,
wild card.
So far out could win a world title.
Yeah, well, she won there. So Isabella Nichols, former CT winner, of course, at Margaret
I
River.
reckon she'll get cut again. She's one of those.
Yeah, mate, in this day and age where you just see so much social media clips of everyone doing fantastic stuff, I can't really think of seeing a clip of her blowing mine, so I'm going to say cut.
Yeah, I reckon with the extended cut line, she's going to qualify. Bella Kenworthy. Don't know too much about Bella, but she's
She came second in the
she's
chain,
a ripper.
didn't she?
She's a fucking good surfer.
I'll say qualify.
Cut.
I'm going to go cut too. I think she is maybe just a year too early. And the last qualifier is our Sally.
Oh.
Sally Fitz,
God help us, she qualifies.
the Changer
God help us.
extraordinaire, Sally Fitz.
I just can't. I can't. I don't think I'll be able to handle it if she doesn't qualify.
I know. You'll be crying salty
I'll be crying
McGwell
on the
tears
stairs
on
with
the
her.
stairs with Miggy Poops, won't you? You
Oh.
and Poops will be consoling each other.
Oh, mate.
I'm going qualify.
Yeah,
Look,
she's.
I
she's
think I'm
got it.
going qualify through grit because
True grit.
she's no longer in the realm of Erin Brooks, Katie Simmons, Molly Picklum. She's
It's either now or never, isn't it?
well, it's not even now. She can't. Mate, it's not. Well, she's
She
not-
won the Changas, mate.
I know, but
And guess what? Aaron Brooks was on the Changas.
fuck yeah. I don't. Yeah, but the Changas were shit. We all just agreed on that.
Yeah.
Different story. She won it through grit, mate. Grit in the shit is how she
Grit in
won.
the shit.
Yeah. So,
Sally Fitz,
mate, if
grit
we're
in the shit.
talking pipe, cloud break finish, bit of Tahiti.
She's won cloud boat before with a perforated eardrum, mate.
Yeah, I know, but
That's
the levels,
grit.
that is, it's fucking. There's no denying it, grit. Yeah,
I reckon Sally's going to have a fucking breakout.
I think she's going to have a. I do too. I think she's going to qualify. I'm claiming qualifying.
Look at this young
Through
rookie
grit.
go. Sally Fitzgibbons, 38 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon
And,
she's qualifying.
Yeah, she'll qualify. She'll teach some of these young girls a thing or two.
We do have a couple of wild cards too. I don't know if you've heard of this surfer called what's her name? Stephanie Gilmore.
Steph.
Oh, she
Queen Steph
she
is
signed
back.
on. You know,
Back.
Yeah.
See herself and
has there been any
Lakey
official
Peterson.
posts or anything?
Yeah.
saying that
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
back?
yeah. She's
That's
on.
sick.
She's on.
Oh well,
I mean, if you look at the schedule, she'll qualify. And I just don't think she'll win a world title, though.
Well, I think she'll make final five.
You reckon?
Yeah, look at the
Snapper Bells Margies,
Snapper Bells, Margies,
Yeah.
El Salvador,
Salvador,
El
yeah.
Salvador, yeah, right.
The pool.
the pool.
Yeah, yeah. It's all made for, isn't it?
She could win
It's
Bells.
not
She could
pipe's
win.
Not made for a cloud
she-
break's not made for a.
No.
Tahiti's not
No,
made
well,
for
that's the thing.
Yeah.
But there's also J-Bay after the cut, so
Yeah.
another chance to
Yeah,
get some points.
Yeah, I reckon final five. I reckon I'm there with you, Namu.
You ever seen her in a left-hand pit?
Never.
Not really.
No. No.
I don't think she's seen that left-hand pit.
So unfortunately, she's not going to win a world title, but you're right, Namu. She's a good chance to make the final five.
Yeah,
She could be training the house down in left pits right now.
could be reinvigorated.
Well, long as, I mean, just don't take any tips from Philippe. I mean, he obviously
no,
didn't train the house down left-hand pits during the Olympics, did he?
no.
No, he didn't.
Is he back?
He's back.
Felipe's back, yeah.
Phil's back.
Has
Yeah.
there been big lion tattoo posts about that? Or?
Is he going to make the final five? As
Let's hope not.
Well, let's hope so, and then gets like a 1.5 heat title in the finals.
No, I just don't even want him at
10-foot cloud break.
No, I don't want him at cloud break. No way.
No, let's see. I think it's time. It's Felipe's redemption.
I reckon he'll make the final five, but tell you what, it's going to be tight, you know. You
It's going to be exciting. It's so now
well, you
that we're
got
talking, I
Phil,
haven't really
you
been
got Gabe, you
Yeah,
got
I haven't been
Ethan,
thinking
you got
about
Griffin, you
as
got
we're talking about
Jack,
it.
you
Oh,
got
God, yeah, it's pretty good.
the final five
Yeah.
will be so cutthroat this year.
Who would you like to see in the final five at Cloud Break? Who do you want to
Well,
see?
all Aussie natural footers, of course, ads.
Yes, obviously.
Um,
What does that include? Georgie Pitar?
no, let's say Jack.
Well, he's an Aussie natural footer.
Actually, I won't say all Aussie natural footers. John,
I'm all right, mate.
John, Jack, Ethan, Griffin, and I'll throw in. Who will I throw in? I'll throw in Medina.
Oh yeah, yeah. How could you not throw him in? I would, if it was. I would like to see obviously Jack Robbo, John, Ethan, definitely those three, mate. I'd love to see. I'd love to see Geordie Smith in there just for the
Oh,
chance
go the
of
white
him.
chocolate.
I know he'd probably melt like fuck in the tropical sun.
He
but
did all right last year too.
at Cloud Break.
No, like he did all
Just
right.
in the year.
I think
know,
he
I know he
finished
probably
top
wouldn't
10,
be there,
didn't
but I'd like to see him there.
he? You never know. He could have a good year.
Yeah.
Could win J-Bay, could win Bells, could win
win El
Snapper.
Salvador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big white chocolate could.
It'd just be cool to see him there. You just never know if that occasion came. He might
Yeah.
just go, all right, this is my fucking last chance here. I'm going to do it.
Hey, Bruce, my last chance. I've got to make it work.
Yep.
That'd be sick.
And then number 5, see, I sort of want to see Medina at Cloud Break, but then I sort of don't as well because he might just beat everyone.
Yeah, he'll win it, mate.
Fuck, he's going to be deadly, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey,
so-
we forgot about Idolo. I mean,
well, I didn't forget about him. I just don't want to see him there. So it's not that I forgot about him.
he was a bit of a highlight at Chopes, though, wasn't he? Jeez, he charged. You got
Yep.
to give him some cred there.
Yeah, so I'd probably have to chuck Medina in there, I guess.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Just to add to the. Yeah, I guess you know if you're going to win the title, you need to beat the best.
So who's your 5? You got Florence,
Robbo, Ewing, Geordie, just like out of wanting to see him there.
That's a good one.
What about Griffin Colapinto? I mean, he's
Well, I don't really care. You know?
yeah, I don't really care either, but he's got the runs on the board. He keeps making the finals.
No, well,
Yeah.
I'm just. I
he
think
won Fiji
we're
last
just
year.
saying who we want to see there, not who we think's going to be there.
Yeah.
It's just who we want. So that's who I'd want.
Yeah, okay. All right. My top 5 then it's going to be Jack Robbo, Ethan Ewing.
Yep.
I'm just having a mental blank here. Jack Robinson, Ethan Ewing.
John.
What's our Novocastrian?
Ryan Callanan.
Yeah, Ryan Callanan.
Oh, that'd be great.
Fucking, he needs a good year. He's got no sponsor.
Doesn't he?
Yeah. But, yeah.
Of course, our favourite Japanese surfer from Cronulla,
Oh, Connor
O'Leary,
Liz.
and George Pitar. That's my top 5.
Fuck, there you
I
go.
like it.
I'm
I
going
like
with Adzy's whole Australians or nothing.
Cal Robbo, board caddy.
Yeah, Cal Robbo.
Jake
Borca.
Paddo just ditching all these other surfers to just start coaching them all.
Yeah.
Yep.
No more Americans or
Yep.
whatever Kanara is these days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking Kanoe, he could rush.
he's from America.
He's due
represents
for a good
Japan.
year,
Lives in
Kanoa,
Europe.
isn't
No, I think he's just going to choke even
You
harder
reckon?
this year.
I think Kanoa's days are over in terms of his world
Yeah.
title aspirations.
You reckon?
Yeah, I don't reckon his surfing
Doesn't
is
have the
up-
mongrel
up
enough?
there.
No, he doesn't have the grit.
His life is pretty good.
Yeah,
You're seeing his place on Snaketails. It looks like a pretty nice pad.
yeah. He's just too comfortable within himself.
Nice life.
Yeah, he's just cruising.
Too good.
He's just cruising. He doesn't want to win it.
I think he wants to win it, but I don't think he's got that internal drive.
Nah,
everyone
he's
else does.
not an intimidating surfer, is he? He doesn't come across
Needs to
that way.
practice more karate. Needs to put the fear into people, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There's nothing
rocks in.
Indy really does when you go,
Just needs to-
holy shit, that was incredible.
First
Yeah.
comp of the year, just needs to walk up to Medina and just fucking karate.
He does,
his
hey?
fucking board
He
straight in
does.
half. Boom! Imagine that. How sick. Just be like,
Just make
the world is on notice.
You wanna
Kanoa's
see some
karate
paddle
chop my
battles, don't ya?
fucking board. How good would that be?
Mate Medina, show him his pits and just do a fucking karate chop in his pits. I'll shave those for you, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Okay, what about the women? Who would you like to see there?
Jeez, Steph, Queen Steph.
Yep.
It's going to be a veterans versus newbies thing for sure.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a mixed bag. Queen Steph, Sally Fitz,
Yeah, boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
and Cara Lupo. She'll be swinging upside down,
Yeah.
back to front.
Current world champ Katie Simmons.
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty good, isn't she? I think Tatiana might come close this year.
Well,
I think her world title aspirations are also done
You reckon?
in a similar sense to Kanoa. Fucking all power to her for the way she charged the fuck out of Tiopu.
Yep.
But I don't think she's got the game for the rest of the tour.
I mean, she did come third, I guess. You know, I'll tell you what, Molly Picklum.
well, she's not with Coach Michael
No,
anymore.
so I'll be interested
Who's
to see
she
how
with?
she goes.
Don't
She's
know who she
coachless.
Coachless.
She's coachless.
Well, the team from Barrel Surf Podcast can help you out. Molly would
Yep.
tell you what not to do.
Yeah.
There was something going on with her last year. It seemed pretty.
It was something weird, wasn't
Something
it?
weird was going on.
We all thought Micro was going to iron out the creases after a few comps, but it
After
just never
sunset, the wheels just fell off, didn't they?
Yeah, and we thought, Micro will sort it out, but for one reason or another, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It seemed like they parted gracefully. They were both full of praise for each other.
Yeah.
And it was a long relationship.
It was.
So
Interesting.
the same
sometimes you just need something fresh, don't you?
It's a bit of fresh. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows what she needs? Maybe that Doug Silver type role in her life, go from the absolute opposite of
Wow.
clinical tactician Micro to let's just party and have a good time or whatever the hell he brings to the table. I'm not really sure, but seems like a loose cat.
Maybe Gabby Medina's dad might coach her.
Medina's
Charlie.
dad. Oh, maybe Leandro.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Now, know
that's a
how I
pretty
said
good
that? Leandro.
Yeah.
Leandro.
That's a
It's all
pretty good
foreign to
stable to be in.
Leonardo.
About Pauline Menza. She was a bit of a party
Oh.
animal. Former world champ. Get her on the scene.
Was she on the scene? The party scene, Pauls.
Oh, I think so.
Naughty Paul. So that's probably why
naughty,
she called it.
her name was Naughty Pauls, for fuck's sake.
There you go. Naughty Pauls.
Yeah, get her on there. Aussie mongrel, got it done. You had a party. Maybe that's what she needs.
Pauline Menza, we fucking salute you. Yeah, fucking
sure.
legend.
What about
Who's your-
Jodie Cooper?
Oh,
Mate,
Cooper.
she's out there living her best life.
Yeah.
That was a good little interview you had with Jodie.
Yeah.
Remember listening to that?
Yeah, that was cool. Pretty awesome to bump her into a ridiculously isolated part of the
Yeah.
world and just see her out there
Danny
Do it.
Green as well, eh?
doing what she loves. Yeah, that was cool.
It was some good potties by the BSP last year.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, we had some rippers.
A couple of live things.
Oh yeah, a couple of live shows.
Well, that was a big night, wasn't it, guys?
Which one?
Oh, the proper live show that we did with Maddie McGilvray, Liam O'Brien, and
Sophie McCulloch.
Sophie McCulloch. Yeah.
That was a sick night.
That was a ripper.
That was fucking good.
All right, boys, let's move on to the SteveO salute and the
I didn't give my
Clive.
top 5 for the women.
Oh, go on then.
Did you? I don't
Um,
think you did either.
yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did you?
I went. I think I was. Oh no, maybe I didn't.
No, you didn't. We just
Sally Fitz, Steph Gilmore, Aaron Brooks, Katie Simmers, and Molly Picklum.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm going. I think I'm going the same as those, except Sal. I don't think she'll be there. I mean, I want her to be there. Oh, are we doing we want or we think? We want? Oh, if
Whichever
it's-
you feel like, mate.
Okay, if we're going want,
We're
then
not going to
yeah.
hold you to think.
Yeah. No, I want then. If I'm going want, it's Sally Fitz for sure.
You got to
It's probably the exact same as you actually. Yes.
Can you imagine if Sally won the world title? How fucking great would that be?
Oh, mate. If
With
she
a per-
does,
with a
Imagine the
perforated
celebration.
eardrum
I think Tbone needs to do a nudie run somewhere. If Sally Fitz wins
through the
We need
VIP
to-
area at the Margie's comp.
the following year,
Yeah. Well, it's got to be. doesn't it?
yeah.
You reckon you get locked up?
Well, a man as good looking as you, Tbone,
A
probably
bit
not.
similar to, like in the footy where you do a nude run across the oval. Imagine
Yeah.
if you did one on the Wazzle on the beach.
I don't reckon there's any like. You might get public nudity, but you won't get like entering the arena and all that stuff.
What if you paddle
All
through
right.
the lineup?
Here
Mate?
we go.
There you go.
If Sally Fitz wins the world title, you've got to do a nudie run on the first day of the Ashes at Optus Stadium.
Fuck. Will I
Nah,
get
that's
locked up?
pretty expensive. Yeah, you might.
Yeah.
But I reckon if that happens, we can crowdfund you for
Could I-
six
could I-
grand or whatever.
I have to stroke myself a couple of times just to warm it up. Eh?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty
Don't worry, it'll be
Make sure you-
summertime at Optus
Yeah,
Oval,
yeah,
mate. It'll be
Don't worry.
warm enough.
Maybe if she wins, let's keep it a bit more realistic. How about a nudie run, end of the year, really busy day in the Bears car park or something like that with Sally Fitz written on your back and we'll film it.
If she
in
wins the
Texter.
world title.
Yeah.
Fuck, okay.
All right, it's on.
Yeah,
We'll have to
make
med-
you a little Sally Fitz flag and you can just run
Yeah.
around naked in the car park.
can film
scream,
it and send it to
just
Sally.
squealing with joy. Yep. Perfect.
Just Sally Fitz mask running through the car park there.
All right.
All right, so have you done your 5 or not? Or are we still talking to other things? You done?
Yeah, we did that. Yep. Pretty much same as you.
Same as me. All right, so let's go Clive Palmer's. It's been, some might say, a challenging couple of weeks in the west, in the southwest with the tourism influx. Tbone's been doing his own tourism influx and hasn't sort of seen it. What have you got, mate? Tbone?
I was touching on it before. Obviously, being a beginner snowboarder had its challenges, and And in the beginner area, there's a lot of people learning. There's a fucking shit ton of people learning, and mainly adults, actually. There's a lot of adults learning and a few sort of teenager kids and mums and dads and all that sort of thing. And this was actually my last day. We were in Innsbruck, and I was starting to get my turns together. But on my heel edge, I had a lot more control. But as soon as I got on my toes, I couldn't quite control my speed, and I was starting to get probably a bit too confident, and it was pretty busy this day. And as I'm going down, I take the first turn, and I'm not looking. That was my first mistake. I didn't really look, and then I just I sort of hit my toes, and I think I sort of brought in my surfing. Like I thought I was surfing, which was a big mistake, and I leant too hard, and I just cut. I didn't sort of slide. I just sort of cut, and I accelerated really fast. And then a mum and a dad, no, not mum and dad, no, a dad and a daughter were sort of skiing down, and I'm just cutting. I'm probably going the fastest that I've gone on the whole trip.
Oh, shit.
And I've just come in and I've just cleaned them both up. I've just taken out this girl's legs.
Oh, gnarly.
And then I wiped out Dad. And I was like, whoa, Jesus. I said, you guys are right.
Nah, we got fucking broken legs, mate.
And you know what stopped me? Because when I wiped those two out, they had these little, those little plastic little fences that they stick up to.
The red ones.
I ran through that. That's what stopped me.
Like you're doing downhill at Alpine in the Olympics, mate.
Yeah, I just charged through that. So I'll give myself a Clive Palmer. I mean, they were okay, but
Did they yell at you in some foreign language?
I think they were from India.
Oh, really? Oh, good golly, you big white fuck, get out of my way. Something like that.
But that was the end of their skiing, actually. They left the...
That was it. What, in an ambulance or?
Straight back
They
to
pull out the
Calcutta.
fucking stretcher?
Straight back to Calcutta going, fucking hell, this Australian man, he killed
Oh.
us.
But my shout out to Juan, my Argentinian snowboard coach. He said, "No, it's all good there." He goes, "Yeah, you'll be right. It's a beginner's area. There's plenty of learners. I mean, that's just part and parcel of it."
Parcel.
But I felt pretty bad. I did hit him pretty hard.
Yeah. It's like, reminds me of my mate Philbo when we were in Japan, and Philbo's, probably 90 kilos, and it was our first day on the family run. And as you know, when you're skiing or snowboarding, you're never looking behind you. You're only ever looking in front of you and to the side a bit. You don't look behind. And Philbo got talked into it by my other mate, Jurak, that we should just go straight out there. As soon as we got off the plane, off the bus, bang, let's go. So we went out there. He strapped Philbo and he goes, "Yeah, mate, sweet, just fucking off you go." So Philbo's just pointed the nose down the hill and off he went and had absolutely no way of controlling anything. And I just remember him yelling at the top of his lungs as he's cannonballing down the Japanese family run. "Get out of my way! Get out of my way!"
It's dangerous, man.
Arigato. Mate, 1, no one looks behind you. 2, you can't really hear. 3,
Different language.
Was he on a
different
Was he on a snowboard?
snowboard, yeah, wouldn't have mattered. He had no control
You
over
can't
anything.
stop.
But
Oh,
yeah,
that's
3,
dangerous,
mate. They probably don't speak English. He's just yelling, and sure enough, we were just like, "Holy shit!" Like I wasn't in control that much, but way more than him. And then I seen him starting to hit maximum velocity, and he was just about to take out so many people. So to his credit, he just dove forward, starfished,
Oh, mate.
and just took a hit for the team and slid down on his face for about 100 meters. And I was like, "Fuck, mate, it's lucky he did that because he would have like properly flattened a kid." Like,
Probably.
I'll tell you what, there was just a quick one. There was a pram, like, base at the bottom of the kiddies' little slope. And I was
you
thinking to
could have taken
myself,
that
here
one
we
out,
go.
mate.
There's a pram with a baby. Why would you park a pram next to the little lift that takes you back up?
Well, you wouldn't, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
You could just put a helmet on the baby.
I was like, can you just push the pram over there? Because when I was coming
They were
down,
behind the red tape, though. They probably thought they were safe until
No, they were
Tbone
right.
came flying through the red tape.
I thought to myself, shit, I'm going to take this pram out.
Yeah, snowboarding can be. I think I probably talked about it on the podcast when my first day when I fucked myself up. First day ever boarding and didn't have a lesson and just hit a patch of ice because I'd just been dropping onto my ass. My ass was so sore.
Fuck yeah.
Didn't know my rails, didn't have my edges at all, and just copped my inside rail. Just went down bush,
Yeah.
dislocated my shoulder.
Oh,
Tore
jeez.
a medial
Gnarly.
ligament.
Oh,
Knocked myself out.
fuck. Heavy.
This was pre-helmet days.
Oh.
Woke up in the snow with the ski patrol next to me. Took me on the ski patrol
Fuck.
skidoo down to the
Jeez.
medical centre.
That's a
And
heavy wipeout.
yeah, so I was on crutches with a sling for about 6 weeks.
Fuck, you see some carnage, eh?
Oh.
See some carnage in this.
I would have liked to seen that one. That would have been pretty good.
Fuck, yeah. Oh, man, I wish I had that on video. But anyway, I wasn't proud of it, but that's... everyone
happens.
everyone
Happens when
does,
you
I
learn.
know.
Adzy, what do you got, mate, for the Clive Palmer?
Clive Palmer, probably Sharks. Lance Appleby, South Australian,
Yeah, Paul.
young fella. Not super young, but young enough.
28 years old, I think.
Yep. Sounded like a pretty competent dude who was from the area for a long time. And Streaky Bay claims another one. Didn't get his body back. Pretty gnarly.
Yeah, it is.
So that's always pretty rattling, I reckon.
Yeah, commiserations and support to the family and friends there.
Yep. So I'd say that's a pretty clear Clive for me. I just think in a situation like that, mate, that guy, what's his name? Jeff Schumacher, who's like the long-time surfer fisherman from there. He reached out to us actually about 8 months ago. Said he wanted to do a potty, and I was like, "Oh, I'd love to,
Let's
but
get
I'm
him
not
on."
really a Zoom guy. We need to speak to Tbone."
Where does he live?
Well, South Australia. He lives right there.
Oh, he's South
Yeah,
Australia.
he's-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So I think you need to do that one, Tbone, because you're the Zoom guy. I think I tagged you in it or something, but mate,
Yeah,
Rich,
I think you did send me the message.
He was super keen. So I'd really like to hear his views on it, because that last one at Streaky, he's claiming, why the hell is the government wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars on sea rescue helicopters
Yep.
looking for the body? He goes, mate, I know where the body is. I'm on a jet ski and I can fucking see the shark. He had a video of it. He goes, the body's in there. You let me kill that shark and I'll show you the body. Fucking let him do it, mate.
Common sense,
You know,
right?
just let him do it. And I don't know, man. There's a bit of research to say that the creatures are habits and they come back to the same spot. And
Yeah.
once they've had an incident there, they'll remember it. Maybe it's the same one. And I think he set off some warning saying, oh, I heard there's an aggressive from one of his fisho mates. Like, he's that connected down there.
Yeah.
Let the guy do what he needs to do, what he thinks he should do. Let him do it. And if there's a body, and same deal, they did a search again, bit expensive search again, and he said the same thing. He goes, mate, you're not going to find it. Like, you're not going to find the guy.
And if you're going to come back at us and say, oh, apex predator and blah, 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 they're not the fucking apex predator. Killer whales kill them. So
Yeah, there you go.
they
I eat flake down the fish and chip shop, so that makes me an apex predator.
they actually get a knife and they cut their fucking livers out, the killer whales. So
Well, we'll try to get hold of him when I come back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, do it well.
Or tee something up.
Do a Zoom. I'd like to hear his views on it.
Yep.
Mate, we're all surfers. We all love the environment. We are not fucking idiots that want to kill everything. But if someone gets nailed and you can set out a boat straight away, find the likely animal, neck it, chop it open, and prove the point,
Yeah.
fucking job done, mate. Like, you
have
don't need to go
seasons.
kill a
Even
million
have
of them.
seasons like they do with the demersals, mate. You
Yeah,
can
that's right.
get the demersals from, generally speaking, the school holidays. So I do the same with sharks, just have a little season for it.
Yeah. So I reckon that's man. If it's if someone's been attacked, then go and nail that one at least, and then see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll make a difference. Maybe that guy won't come back next year and try and do it again. So yeah, that's my
200 million sharks killed every year. We're just not allowed to fucking kill the ones that kill us. It's
people fucking
ridiculous.
jump up and down. Oh, it's a fucking environment and that blah blah blah, mate. How many dead kangaroos do you see around our neighbourhood?
Yeah.
On the side of the road. No one gives a fuck about them. Everyone's fencing off their properties, which forces them onto the roads, kills them. Mate, it's on our fucking national emblem. fucking national emblem, the kangaroo. No one gives a fuck. There's
No one gives a fuck.
thousands of them dying. We're taking their, mate, only go look out in the paddock there and you look at people buying the property, setting up fences, don't want the roos in.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't fence my property off because I want the roos to move around. It's their turf.
Yeah.
It's on our national fucking emblem. Everyone in around the world knows that Australia is kangaroos.
Yeah.
Yet none of these people get upset about when they hit one with a car. And I'm like,
Oh,
mate,
look, I got bitten by a dog. What happens to the dog?
yeah, that's it.
It's put down. It's a family pet.
Too
Yeah,
right.
exactly. So yeah, definitely, I reckon they should nail them. If they nail someone, you fucking nail them for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty sad, but it always evokes a bit of emotion. And at the end of the day,
sharks.
it's a pretty horrible thing that's happened to that guy and his family and friends.
Yeah.
So
Devastating.
Yeah, it's just a fuckhead argument, I reckon, saying don't go in their environment and all the rest of it. It's just
mate, they got
it's
the
a
rest.
human being fucking ripped apart, mate. Their family's devastated, and all you're worried about is the environmental thing with
Isn't it
what
probably
you
only
think.
made up of 3/4 fucking ocean? There's plenty
Shark.
of room out.
Yeah.
There's plenty more sharks out there, man.
Yeah.
You've got to do something.
That's right. I mean, they've been protected for a long, long time now.
Yep.
And all the, the stories from all the fish eyes are they're fucking everywhere. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, shout out to our old WA Premier who introduced the anything over 3.5 meters. Remember that?
Yeah.
Shoot to kill over 3.5
Yeah,
meters.
but the thing is, they never enforce it. I think there's something like that in Australia, South Australia, sorry, where if an incident's happened, they've got the right to do it, but no one actually pushes the green button on it. That's the problem. I read that.
Yep.
So anyway,
Anyway,
Let's
let's get him on. I know,
like
I know
Jeff,
his daughter lives in Kalbarri
okay.
and is married to Rick Smith. Shout out to Rick Smith, fantastic surfer who
Oh, yeah.
did a lot of time in Margaret River, was the son of the Cole Smith legend from Newcastle or wherever
Yeah.
it was, who used to ride the...
Narrabeen, maybe? Oh, there might have been one from Narrabeen, one from Newcastle.
Yeah. And he used to ride all the channel bottoms and, Rick was an amazing talent surfer, still is, went to Kalbarri a long time ago. I think he's hooked up with his daughter there and had a family, so bit of West Oz connection. So maybe, maybe we should get him on.
Yep.
Have a chat.
Sounds good.
No, I reckon.
Sure, he's got plenty of fucking war stories nonetheless.
Yep.
He's been surfing South Australia his whole life.
Could be some gnarly stories, I'm sure.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
Yep. Maybe I will do a Zoom with you, Tbone. I
There we
don't
go.
like doing the Zooms, that's more your specialty. I thought you can be on the rigs. on your-
Two-person Zoom Max, so I'll let you guys do that together.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so I've got one, and it is... Never going to believe this one, Adzy. It's the
Me?
fucking jet skis in the
Yes,
area.
in the bay.
Oh, my God.
Is there a few getting around?
Terrorising you, have they?
I took one video the other day. It was like, what's that song? Is it Rise of the Valkyries or something? In might be from one of those Vietnam movies, but there's 11 in a row.
Wow.
Just across the immediate horizon,
Bikers.
11 jet skis, and they're like, just that spray out the back. And they're everywhere. Literally, there'd be, I reckon, fucking 500 jet skis in the bay at the
Oh,
moment.
shit.
Well,
Jesus.
Maybe not, but it seems like that. And a funny little side story to that. Caught up with a mate of mine, Timmy Sadlier, yesterday, and he was out in his tinny last week, only about 500 metres offshore, and his engine wasn't starting, had some sort of connection issue with his fuel can there in his little tinny, his little tiller tinny, and he had to grab a bit of assistance from he had his two doors with him, had to grab some assistance from a jet ski. So the jet ski towed him in. It was only like 500 metres, like I say. But, the little spray thing that comes out the back of the jet ski?
Oh, yeah.
It was landing right on his head. All the way in, back to the beach, and he's already humiliated enough, and his jet ski is just basically pissing on him all the way in.
Fuck this.
His daughter's just going, "You're an idiot, Dad."
Hey, shout out to Maverick and Phoenix Wilson, fantastic young surfers from the area. They towed me in on their jet ski once in my boat. So, like getting towed in by a 14-year-old as you're sitting there on your boat as a 45-year-old bearded man who I've never claimed to be good at boats, but it really puts you in your place when you're getting towed in by a
still got a
14-year-old.
boat, mate?
No, it's gone, mate.
Oh, it's
That's
gone.
why.
Jesus.
I got towed in by too many 14-year-olds.
didn't last.
Because that wasn't the only time. Jasper Norton towed me in. He was 14 on his tinny. I'm like, all right, this is maybe a sign here.
I remember that story. Yeah.
The old water bogans, mate. What if Harley Davidson made a jet ski? I don't know why they haven't jumped on this. Like stainless steel,
Big
pipes
loud thing
everywhere,
too,
loud,
eh?
mate. How sick! Then you could really turn some heads in the bay.
Mate, they're loud enough already.
Nah, mate. Harley Davidson would make a way
Oh,
louder one.
mate.
It'd be sick. Just big 8 hangers on it. Like, how good would that be? I'd get one for sure. Just drive past Namu's house every day.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I hate jet skis, but I wouldn't mind one.
That's it. You hate them until you're driving one.
Yeah.
When you're just stinging across flat water,
Yeah.
water spraying out the back.
Yeah.
What do they say in the castle? The faster you go, the more you see. When they're stinging across the lake in Bonnie Doon there. Fucking
Straight in the pool room.
Just love the smell of two-stroke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to give me a jet ski, I'll go for it. But yeah, no, that sucked. All right, let's move on to the SteveO salutes.
What a beautiful snake. You know what? I'm a professional. You see a snake like this, don't muck with it. And one thing's for sure, don't try this at home. Far too dangerous. This snake could have enough venom to kill me and 100 other blokes out here in the West.
Tbone, what have you got?
Steve, yeah. Mate, I'll tell you just a little brief story what happened to me. We were in Austria in a place called Gozau and had a day in the snow and came back to the hotel. It was our first night and they had a sauna. I thought, hang on, I'm fucking sore as fuck. I'm going to go check out this sauna. Bit of relaxation, bit of recovery. And I walked down to the sauna, just in my shorts and, got my thongs on and towel. And then I sort of get to the sauna and there's a sign saying no clothes, naked sauna. And I sort of walked in.
Is that when you go, oh, I can't read Austrian language and end up in the women's sauna? Or sorry, I couldn't read the door sign.
No, I walked in and I thought, nah, surely not. I just saw naked and a bit of Austrian, exactly.
Naked Austrians
And
only.
as soon as I walked in, there was a big glass door and there was a bloke and a woman just standing up naked. I went, fuck, okay.
Oh, it was mixed rate.
Mixed naked sauna. But no, to be honest with you, I fucking got a little
Very
bit
liberal, isn't it?
I got a bit gun shy.
Did ya?
I turned around and fucking pissed off.
Oh, Tbone.
No, hang on. I did come back.
Good to have your first Austrian
Did you go
pizza,
and
mate.
get some blood up, did you?
I went and had a few Jägermeisters,
Did you?
to be honest with you.
Did you really?
Yeah. Well, actually, I went down with Natalie, to be honest with you. I went down with the wife.
Oh, yeah?
She just went straight in.
Did
And
she? Just whipped it all off and went
And
in.
I just went, fuck, hang on. I'm not used to this. I'm used to doing saunas with a pair of shorts on. So I pissed off back to the room and going, fuck. And I thought, hang on a second. Come on. I'm in
You
Austria.
walk back in
I'm
and
in
then
Austria.
you see Arnold Schwarzenegger, the famous Austrian, just leaning against the wall, chatting to your missus, stark naked. Is that what happened?
No, not quite. But
He's got a baby arm bat just there hanging out.
I went back, boys, and I did have a couple of drinks, and I went back, and there was actually just all females in there. I was only male in there. So-
Fantastic. Tbone.
and I was trying not to look. I was just walk in and sat down, and it was a really nice sauna. So you do the sauna, and then you walk outside, you roll around in the snow, and you come back in the sauna. So it's a good recovery.
Oh, the old sausage would
So
have been
the
up and down
old-
like a honeymooner's underpants, wouldn't he? Jesus.
The old naked saunas,
Large,
mate.
small, large, small, large, small.
Exactly. Mate, it's the best thing going. Now, mate, after that day, we were going every day. I was fine. I was
Yeah,
fine.
right.
Yeah. So
By the end of the trip, it was like a post up on the wall.
Yeah.
Beware of this guy.
Welcome
in
back,
drunk on
Tbone. Good to
Jägermeister.
see you again.
It's like he's been harassing all these people in here, trying to talk to him.
It's been knocking over kids in the ski park.
Yeah, he's-
mate, they don't keep as well maintained down there, I noticed.
Do they?
But
Fantastic.
not saying I was looking, but it's just
And to get the Manscaped program.
on the Manscaped. Anyway, that's my Steve Irwin.
There you go.
Who was the SteveO and the naked sauna,
The
or
naked-
your missus for just ditching you and going in there, or who was the Steve?
Well,
There's just a community for embracing naked
yeah,
saunas.
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And it was just normal for everyone, you know, and you just got to embrace the different culture.
Yep.
And yeah.
Let's see. Fantastic.
How's Kennedy? Steve Owen, salute, my man.
Steve Owen salutes. Haven't really thought about it. Probably the Indian Ocean for delivering some summer swells to us. Just when you think it's starting to die off down here, it's been delivering the goods. Looks like now the summer pattern's moved in, but I'd have to say that's a bit of a Steve. Another Steve would probably be just randomly through the year, our listeners coming up to us in random surf car parks and telling us to keep up the so-called good work that we do, and just, mate, you know.
Or lift your game, one or the other.
Yeah, well, either way, yeah, shut the hell up.
Stop doing it.
Either way, they're engaging with us, so that's so there's no such thing as bad publicity, they say, Namu. So.
That's right.
No, it's good just to, mate, we don't get anything out of this podcast, well, except for our cheeky monkey beer and Forester Estate and Shark Eyes wetsuits and a bit of down south physio. But in all honesty, we all have jobs. We're all busy. We all have families. We're under no illusion that we're ever going to become some podcast star and retire on it and have it as a job. We do it for fun. So I think the biggest reward that I get, and I'm sure you guys are the same, is just when fellow surfers come up and say they've been enjoying it. That's the biggest reward. So I'd say that's a bit of a Steve Owen.
Yeah, I actually had a surf today, first one for 25. It was really piddly, but shout out to Jamie. Don't know what Jamie's last name is.
Jamie Thompson from Sunnyside.
Yeah. He said just Spotify random just came up, Barrel Surf Podcast, the documentary.
Yeah, okay.
And he listened to that on the way to the beach yesterday. And it's just random how it came up on his
Yep. Algorithm.
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 So
Yeah. He's making some good sunnies there at Sunnyside. Is it Sunnyside Up?
Yeah, so he's basically an agent for a bunch of different sunglass companies. I think Otis Electric, Smith, maybe even Carrera. Those old sort of 70s ones.
Yeah, cool.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I just got some sunnies recently from Jamie from Sunnyside.
cool.
So yeah,
Yeah, cool.
good on you, legend. Good dude.
Yeah, sweet. I did just have a Steve there, but I've forgotten it, so you go.
Where were you?
Oh, I got my Steve back.
Oh yeah, go on.
Yeah, another Steve.
Got my Steve
Mate,
back.
local
Steve back.
local fella. He's a chemist. I didn't know. I've known him a long time. Crackers.
Crackers.
And he's a good goofy footer.
Yep.
Loves to belt a good left-hander. Been around a long time. Apparently he was a chemist on the mines or fucking something, doing something with.
Yeah.
And he's decided to ply his trade in the chemical fashion, started making surfboard wax.
Fuck yeah.
It's called Dr. Crack.
Fuck yeah.
So he flipped us a block the other day.
I haven't tried it yet, but
I
pretty keen to give it a go.
tried on the weekend when I saw Namu down the beach. Namu said he'd had a block as well. So
Sweet.
Yeah.
anyone in West Oz, if you see Dr. Crack Wax there, give it a go. And it's a nice little resealable bag, I noticed,
Yeah.
instead of the cardboard box.
nice.
Yeah.
So, seemed pretty sticky, smelt pretty good.
It's in a hexagonal shape, isn't it?
yeah.
The 6 sides, so you've always got an edge to.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, no, that's definitely deliberate from Dr. Crack.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Get
I like
yourself
to,
some
I'm
Dr.
sure,
Crack.
I'm sure the
some
chemical
wax.
composition's been poured over intensely to get maximum stickage while he's ripping the lid off
Yeah.
the left hand.
You can imagine him being a little laboratory, just mixing it all together and
Oh, yeah. Two for you,
I
one
love
for
to
me.
see. Love to see a new. What was that? Is it Mad Wax?
mad wax, yeah.
Mad Crack Wax.
Mad crack
Yeah,
wax.
cracker wax.
Come on, crackers. Let's Kim Cracknell. Let's
make a
let's
good
see it.
little- little
That'd be
video.
great.
Yeah, get behind it. Bit of
Yeah.
Dr. Crack.
Bloody oath.
Yeah, there's some good wax options out there. So yeah, try Dr. Crack. I've got a bar and
Do ya?
I've also got some
Oh, yeah.
wax.
Was it that Tbone story?
Yeah, Tbone in the sauna really got me going. So
Fucking naked sauna. Get amongst it.
sauna. Oh, I'll get some apple strudel in the Austrian sauna. Yeah,
Get your strudel out.
get your wiener. Get your wiener.
pretzel out. Even if it looks like a
Are
smashed
you going to start hunting nude beaches now after that experience? Is that like your new gig?
Well, maybe nude surfing ads.
Yeah, well, I've done a bit of that. I did it.
You like getting your gear off. I know that.
I did a New Year's Day about 8 or 9 years ago in the middle of nowhere out on the south coast somewhere, and I got up at 4:30 and it was a really sunny, hot New Year's Day, and I started the year with a nude surf, just no one around, and just paddled out with my missus, and we had a little nude surf on the Malls, nice little right-hand peelers. That was pretty good. Good way to start the year.
Little tandem surf there.
Yeah.
The tandem nude surf.
Yeah.
One thing led to
Water's a bit
another.
cold down that way, though. I'd maybe like to do it in the tropics next time. Or drink some Jägermeister before I do it, possibly.
It's funny, you go to the naked sauna because everyone's staying in the same hotel, so you all go to dinner in the bar and like,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen you and you.
Yeah. Next minute, none of the chicks are talking here. They're all talking old Schwarzenegger over in the corner. He's missing 3 teeth and got a bung eye, and he's gone bald in one half of his head, but everyone's talking to him for some reason. Can't work out why.
It's funny,
Got a baby bad arm.
everyone eats and drinks and saunas naked together.
So I was naked.
What a holiday.
What was the best grub you had over there? Anything fancy? Anything weird? Schwarzenegger slug?
Some liver, something or other. I didn't even know what it was, but I got told later it was like duck liver or something. It wasn't too bad.
Duck freckle?
Yeah, duck freckle.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, a lot of Venus schnitzel. Jesus. More schnitzel than I can poke a schnitzel out. Yeah.
Cool. And yeah,
You have a Steve?
I've got a couple of Steves. Yeah. So on New Year's Eve, I managed to catch up with a good fella. He was at this gathering that I was at, Matty Stewart. Tbone, you guys know Matty Stewart, obviously.
Yeah.
Matty had, I was having a chat with Matty, and he'd had a 2024 goal to surf this one particular break. The Adzy frequents quite a bit. Never surfed there before.
Okay.
And managed to, he got a call from Was the Boys that day, and they organised to go up to this particular break that I'm talking about. And Matty Stewart didn't quite get there until the wind was sort of wafting in.
Yep.
Managed to get one wave there.
Sick.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Was that on New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I surfed there that day with Wazza.
There you go. Matty Stewart was
left
out there.
early 'cause I
He got
was-
one wave and managed to surf the spot.
that's
And that was his goal for 2024. So he managed to get it.
Snuck it over the line.
Get it done.
Just.
Fantastic.
Got it done the last
Good on
day.
him.
Yeah, so
cool.
he was actually off to work on New Year's Day for a couple of weeks on his shift. So
That's not bad.
I'm sure Matty listens occasionally. So well done, Matty. You
nice
got the
work.
job done, my man.
Well done, Rayman.
Yeah, my other one was we're talking about that Jaws swell for the Eddie swell at Jaws, and seen a couple of the waves that Abulaya got into.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, the guy is next level. That
He is,
guy.
isn't he?
He's it's kind of controversial, I guess, for whatever reason within the surfing world, but he's got a fucking pack of cojones, I'll tell you that much. Getting the biggest barrels you've ever seen. So yeah.
Gee, some of those Maverick waves on the same swell.
Oh.
were pretty fucking insane, weren't they?
jeez.
That
Yeah.
one
It's just
wave in
cold and
particular.
thick as well,
Oh,
you
it
know.
was so fucking
And
hairy.
Sharky.
Cold,
You
thick,
wouldn't
sharky.
That'd be the last thing on your mind with that set bearing down on you.
No,
You'd
yeah,
almost be
true.
hoping to see a shark.
Yeah.
Just to take your mind off the
Yeah. Fuck
108-foot wave that's
Oh.
bearing down on you.
Fuck
Cold
that.
water, thick. Yeah.
But I think we're going to give this week's this episode SteveO salute to the Austrian sauna.
How could you not? Mate, I'm pretty much going to Austria. on
Austrian
the back
naked
of it.
saunas.
trip.
Yeah,
There'll
I
just
don't
be the
know.
three of
I
us
don't
in
know.
there.
Maybe I might take some chick friends over there.
You don't need to. They're already there, mate.
Okay. Yeah, right.
All right, we are going to wrap this one up, boys and girls. Anything before we finish up, Tbone?
Well, it's good. We're back together again. We started off 25, and we'll speak again in a couple of weeks before Pipe, I'd say.
Well, you're going to work, aren't you?
I'll be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I told you, he just had 10 weeks off. He's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
do it at least 11 days.
11 days. Yeah.
I'm off I'm back for 2, then off for 5.
Yeah, sounds good.
So
Back for 2, off for 5.
yeah.
Fucking hell, get me a job there, man. Adzy, anything before we leave, mate?
Mate, new year. Let's hope that all our Barrel Surf podcast Flegends out there that listen to us, hope you get lots of fucking waves this year. I hope we get lots of waves this year.
Bloody oath.
And looking forward to the tour kicking off at Pipe, and hopefully Jack Robbo can fucking make it happen this year.
Bloody
Yeah, it should be good. I think we'll kick off the Barrel Surf Podcast Fantasy League this year with prizes. So I'll organise that in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. And we'll actually organise, we haven't even given last year's winner their prize yet because we haven't got any fucking stuff to give them. But we'll organise that, and we
We've
might
got to get some teas and caps, don't we?
Yeah, we need to get some merch, but I'm thinking we might try to get some Shark Eyes stuff for the winner of this year's league. Stay tuned for that. It's been an absolute freaking pleasure. We'll catch you next time on Barrel Surf Podcast.